Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Smartest Dumb People, and I'm sitting here with my co-host, LV the Great and Mr. Shabazz himself. We actually got a special guest today, and the special guest just happened to be another podcast they go by the name Cocktails with the T's and the J's. And the T is Turquoise, the J is Janice, and the other J and J's is my mother, Janice. So this is Janice, this is Turkey, and we about to go in. They wanted to be on the show today. We had a bunch to talk about, and they tired of hearing LV talk shit and not being able to actually get their opinion across.
And no cats in the door.
So what we gonna do is we gonna start it off with a simple conversation. It's not really a simple conversation. It's kind of sad, actually. There was a post made, or there were people posting a young lady that, what city was it in, sis?
Harlem.
A young lady was getting a bottle of wine and was actually a young lady that was getting a bottle of wine and was actually attacked by a young man that was trying to woo her. He was trying to talk to her.
Of young men.
A group of young men. She was actually jumped by 3 young men, all for just saying, "Hey, lady, what's up? Can I get your number? Can I buy this for you?" Yada, yada, yada. She said, "No, I got to get home to my daughter." These 3 men then walked her outside and pursued the attacker. So basically, I wanted to digest it and discuss it with these beautiful people on my panel and actually see what their opinion on. Well, I got beautiful people on my panel. But, dog, can you... Damn, I can't never say that without LV. It's beautiful ladies on the panel. It's not...
Why are you hating?
He said beautiful people.
I did.
Something wrong with a man saying that there's beautiful people?
What is wrong with that?
What is wrong with that?
You want to say 2 beautiful women got 2 ugly niggas?
There they go.
Yeah, he got back up today.
I'm handsome.
He got back up
I'm
today.
handsome. I will never be beautiful.
Beautiful people, I've seen beautiful men before. A man can be beautiful.
Just don't compliment them.
Yeah, just don't.
So let's go in. Basically, these 3 men attacked this young lady because she wanted nothing to do with them. And I ain't talking about just a regular, like just a punch or a push. They whooped her ass, and it's so inappropriate. The video I seen, they bit her. They was biting her, scratching her, took her phone, stole her phone, all because the woman didn't want nothing to do with them. And basically, this kind of ties into what we wanted to discuss anyway with society. Like, I don't really have too much to say about the shit. I'm just explaining what happened. In my personal opinion, LV was breaking it down before the show started.
No, we ain't gonna. That's for we ain't gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that.
I'm not. Yeah, we is, but I don't want what I was gonna say.
You don't want me to segue you to your punchlines?
No, I'm gonna bring it in.
LV, you have to.
Yeah, bring it in now.
Listen, all right. So LV don't want.
It's not tied. It's not tied to.
Oh, okay,
okay. This.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
So hand me a shot because I'm need a shot.
I can say something about.
Yeah, go ahead and say something about it, sis.
This is something that women have to deal with. This is why women say, if I see a group of guys outside of a store, if I see a group of guys in the area, I'm not going to go in that area. And women shouldn't have to feel like that. Men should be able to control themselves enough to take rejection. A woman shouldn't have to give you her time or her word and you react violently. That just doesn't make any sense to me, that a man would react that way all because a woman turned him down. That men should have more self-control than that, and we get called emotional.
All right, so they're asking, where's this video? My sister posted on her page. Her name is Janice Johnson. She's actually tied to the video. If you want to go look at the video, go check it out. But basically, a woman was attacked by 3 men, all because she didn't want nothing to do with them, as far as in...
She politely said no.
Yeah, she politely said no. And I feel like this is what's wrong with society. Men don't protect women no more. Like there's not really many real men left. So the litter to choose from is really slim pickings. And I'm being honest with you. Like, I know how to be a gentleman, and I take pride in it. I hold the door open for women. I walk my friends to a dark car late at night. I know how to be a man. And the problem with society is women let men get away with it for the last 10, 15 years just because of what they bring to the table. Hypothetically speaking, and I got to say, and I don't want to say Paul, Leland, whatever, but they are okay with the guy that has money, or okay with the guy that fucks them good, or okay with the guy that has a big dick. No, there's more to characteristics than just what a man brings. One thing that a man brings to the table. See, me, if I'm speaking for myself, I take pride in being charismatic and catering to women. That's what I do. I love to cater to I cater to my daughter. I cater to my mom. I cater to my sisters. I do anything for my family and all of the women around me. And that's what creates a man. You cannot be a man and don't take up or stand up for women. So I'm
What
baffled.
about outside women?
Outside women, I hold the door open for random women all the time.
So that same gesture that you have for the women in your life, do you have that for
All women?
you don't know?
I hold doors open and I politely say yes, ma'am, and things like that. What do you mean? I just treat women with
It's just a
respect.
yes or no question.
Well-
Do you have women outside of the women in your life? Do you carry over that?
I give you a better example. I give you
What
a
up,
better
Ebony?
example.
What up, Andre?
I give you a better example.
Okay.
If those same three dudes was jumping this woman and I was out there, I'd have been fighting them.
Right.
And that's just the man in me protecting women. So when you say a stranger, I don't necessarily know what you mean.
I'm just asking you a
Like how
question.
far
It's just
you wanna
simply
go
yes or
with
no.
strangers.
Do you treat all women like that
Across the board.
Across the board.
Ask my women friends. They all probably in here. Ask them.
What about your men friends?
I treat you the same way.
No, I'm talking about what if we asked your men friends that? Do you like men when you around other men? Do they?
Leland, that cup you didn't kept for 6 weeks. That came from my house. That came from my house. And then somehow it winds up here when he walked through that door every Tuesday. You explain to me, how do I treat my friends, male friends? I treat you like you're my friend.
I'm not saying how you treat. I'm saying would your male friends say that you treat women like that across the board?
They may have a different ideal of
I
how
don't,
to treat
I
a
don't,
woman.
I-
So.
like, all right, so I give you an example. Like when I look at TV, I know he knows how to treat a woman. If that's what you're asking, because I know he knows how to treat a woman. So what are you insinuating?
I'm
Like
just
I feel like
asking-
I don't.
I'm just asking what
well,
your male
I know.
friends
I feel like you
say that
have
you're
trouble.
respectful.
You're respectful, but you have trouble with feeling like you just said. You compared my sisters to a stranger. I treat women the same
No, I
across the
didn't.
board.
No,
But he asked
I'm
me
just
to
saying
treat
with
women
your
outside
male
your
friend.
family.
So if someone asked me, do dudes treat women like that across the board? What do you think I say?
You better say motherfucking yeah.
Why
But
that?
then again, you may have a different
LB.
idea of how a woman
I'm
should
just
be treated
asking.
than what
I'm
you
just
have.
asking.
Right.
It's just,
So
just-
it's different.
I'm just
It's
asking.
personal opinion.
Right. I'm just asking.
But it costs
Mr.
$0 to be a decent human being.
Yeah.
You can hold the
But
door
my
for
whole
a man,
thing is-
woman,
I
whatever.
want
It
Mr.
doesn't-
Shabazz'
it's not-
opinion on what the little situation, the incident that happened. What's your opinion on it, bro? We need to hear from you.
First of all, I think them fellas had to be on some drugs or something. Literally, like just looking at that woman's eye.
Yeah, that was vicious.
The man tried to bite her eye off.
That
You
was
know what I mean?
vicious.
Number one. Number two, I don't know what's up with these niggas that can't take no rejection. You know what I mean? You might get your feelings hurt, but to start tugging and following and trying to beat up on a woman because she won't give you her number or give you the time of day, that's just insane. Number two, I'm right with dude. If I'd have seen it happen, I'd have been out there fighting right with her. So it's, I don't, man, I ain't.
What would you
It's
do in
common
this?
sense.
It's,
You know what I mean? I
it
don't
is
believe in
common
just trying to
sense.
play the opposite right now.
No,
you know what I mean? As far as-
because I got because
it's common sense how men should treat
What's your
women with
opinion,
proper
Janice?
respect.
My opinion is, I mean, I get what the
No, we didn't give an
TV is
opinion
trying to
yet,
say,
so.
but I think saying that they own drugs is an excuse. These men do have. This is more about what you say about mental issues. These men clearly have mental issues if they think it's okay to attack somebody because they don't like something that they say, man or woman. If a woman doesn't want
So that
your
what they did was
advances, they
very
need to-
barbaric.
It was very
Barbaric,
barbaric.
yes.
It was animalistic. They acted like animals.
Well, some people grow up in these impoverished communities, and that's the behavior that's displayed. We not to bring it up, but we remember a couple months ago, a young man was cutting a young lady hair off after she was getting jumped by an older
Right,
woman.
right,
And this is
right.
still the barbaric.
Right.
And I want to say this before we go any further. Me and LV, we bump heads because I say everybody has mental illness, and LV doesn't feel that way at all. But I'm telling you, more and more in society, this is becoming a new norm. And to watch that shit puts you in an anxiety. It'll put anxiety on you to watch that shit.
Right.
And as a woman,
It's embarrassing as a man.
So
It
now when
keeps
she goes-
happening because it's excused.
So now when
There's
she
no
goes into the
accountability
store,
for it.
when she
That's
go-
why it keeps happening.
She gonna have PTSD.
yeah, now that
Definitely.
but
Definitely.
that and I really wish LV would break it down to everybody that's watching. Let's see here. Andre said mental health is a part of health. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, all right. So what I've realized with I'm gonna speak for myself and my friends that's around me, my black friends. Lately, I've been getting a lot of calls from random people, random dudes, right? And the random dudes would talk to me for hours. And you know what I realized? Black men don't have nobody to fucking talk to. So what's happening is anybody willing to listen, they want to hear. They want to speak. So lately, I've been running into a bunch of friends just calling me about like wife issues or kid got in trouble at school, and I'm like, damn, what makes me privileged enough to hear this conversation? And I realize it's not that I'm privileged enough to hear the conversation. It's one, he don't have nobody to talk to.
Right.
Second thing is he just wants somebody to listen and probably give him the best advice I can give him, which me being a human being that I am, I would never tell you nothing I wouldn't do myself. That's the characteristic that I have. I won't tell you nothing I won't do myself. So anyway, back to what we were saying as far as in mental health, and I think that plays a huge part. And he's a prime example of it because this man will call 10 people to have 10 arguments before he go to bed. That's his routine. He wants somebody to talk to. Now, granted, would I say he's mentally sick? No, I can't speak for him. Right. But I'm saying that everybody wants to get that vent out, that expression. I'm talking too much. What's your opinion, Turquoise? We got to get to LV after Turkey.
I think the video is disgusting, and I have seen multiple videos like this.
Me too.
I feel like if someone is not interested, you should just take that and move on. You're not going to get the girl by beating her up and attacking her. You're still going to be without the girl. Now you're going to have charges against you.
Mm-hmm.
So, just take the rejection and move on. Maybe somebody else is out there for you. But I think that's really, really disgusting.
All
and
right.
you should never put your hands on anybody, whether you're on drugs or whether you have mental health issues or due to your environment. No is no. I just
Make sure y'all
disagree with that.
Make sure y'all check out Cocktails with the T and the J's. LV, what's your
Like
opinion
and
on the
share,
situation?
like and share,
Yes,
people.
like and share, please.
Well, my honest opinion is that I've been saying this for years.
So it's barbaric.
You know what I'm
right?
saying? I have seen men try to holler at women. The women don't respond how the men like, and they go, "Well, fuck you, then, bitch," or you know what I'm saying? Or fuck you, and fuck that. And I have seen this my whole life. I have even done it.
So
I have even done it
normalized to you?
myself.
So is
I
it
have
normal?
even-
So is it normal to you now? Because that's what it
it's
sounds
not
like.
now, it's forever. I have, and so if a man, if
You have
any
done
man, if any man sit here and say that they never, ever
I've never
try to
done that.
holler at a woman, and then when the woman didn't respond how they wanted to, it's not being real with themselves.
I ain't
Hold
never
on,
beat
hold
up a
on, hold
woman.
on, hold on, hold
He
on.
bugging.
What's the end of that?
What I'm saying,
They don't respond how you want to, then what?
and so they never responded either to themselves or thinking.
That's
Who do this woman
No,
think she
no,
is?
no.
That well
So-
now that's
That's
hold on, time
one
out.
thing
Well,
for
hold on,
you to
time
go
out.
off on yourself.
But hold
go
on.
off
But I'm going
and
off.
say that to yourself.
I'm going off what,
Or even
well,
say it to your homeboys.
now-
But this
right.
shit right here,
But now-
this
now-
shit right here.
Let me ask
is
you
Right,
a
so I
question.
ain't touched on
If
that.
you're not interested in a young lady and she approaches you, would you still want, oh yeah, let me talk to you?
I don't think he would now, but
No,
probably
I-
said
no.
back in the
Well,
day.
okay.
Well, if a young woman approaches
that you
me
were not attracted to.
that I'm not attracted to, still 9 times out of 10, I'ma see what's up. That's just
Wow.
the truth. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'ma see.
Well, we
I'ma
think
see what
differently. We have a different mindset.
I'ma see what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I'm that great of a catch to turn down anybody with a foot control. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm that great of a catch. And so if someone approaches me that I'm just being for real.
That'll be the great.
Being for real. If a woman approaches me that I don't find attractive, I still want to see what's up with.
And then also, you don't know that young lady's situation. She may be married, she may be engaged, she may have a boyfriend.
Tell us, sis.
So she may be
That's
like,
them.
well, let me be.
That's them, and that's why, as I got older, I adopted I don't like going to girls' house. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people that got harmed going over a woman's house,
Yeah,
and
that
they
lady
don't
may
know
wanna be affected
the
to her
woman's
heart, you never know.
situation.
So again,
And so, but now to touch on what I was touching on
which
is
rules?
Go
that
ahead and touch on it.
is that was barbaric. You know what I'm saying? That them attacking that women is barbaric. Now, is it something that's new? No.
And that's sad.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
is
The
sad.
only thing that's new to it is that people have cameras now.
Dre said it's
People
music
are-
and television.
And people know how to, and people are now capturing these attacks that normally nobody would know. If this was 12 years ago, we would have never knew that that young woman
Well, same way
got
with police
chased down.
brutality. It doesn't
And-
matter. It's
It's
society
wrong.
now.
It's
Now, now, just because we have cameras, it's just bringing it to light. It don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's always been the thing. So, but again, you know
I
what
agree
I'm saying?
with
If I was there, I would have jumped in. I feel like that any men that know these men should do something to them.
Promise.
Not in jail, but we're talking about street justice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that men don't re-correct the men in their life.
Yeah.
And so when they do these heinous shit and go brag about it, you know what I'm saying?
No
Somebody should be like, dog, what the hell? What are you talking? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? I done been around domestic situations or situations that got heated between a man and a woman, and I normally
Break it
try
up.
to step in
Yeah.
and defuse it if possible. Now I'm not gonna fight one of my homeboys or no nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah, of
But I
course.
still try to defuse the situation, and I feel like that whoever know these young men in Harlem, if they supposed to be all them OGs and all what they say, I think that somebody will check them.
And then,
You know what I'm saying? On this, will check them and say something to them. That's how I feel.
But that's the problem is that people aren't
and
checking
then
them.
you said
They
somebody
go
said it's
un.
movies and music.
No,
Somebody,
it's not that.
Andre said
that.
it.
That was one of his many comments.
I
though.
disagree, only
Yeah.
because there's also a lot of positive images out there.
Yeah.
So why would you gear towards something negative? I don't
It's
think that-
definitely more
Well,
negative.
you know, Andre, I don't think he's saying that they exactly got that act off of music and television. I'm thinking he's talking about how us and men feel towards each other and how men are kind of pit against women, like women
Yeah.
are devalued. I think that's where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I don't think he's just...
And women are, and granted, I'm gonna say this with no disrespect to any woman, they are devalued right now. Like, but the problem is, like they say, the market is oversaturated. And I want to speak on this. We were talking about how a man should never be without a home, right? We were speaking on that, and I can
We didn't get
speak.
to finish this one, but go ahead.
No,
Because
he's just
I
using
got
as
something-
example.
I'm just
He's
using that as
just
an
using
example. Okay. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is that we are the commodity right now. Like, people want us. I'm talking about men in general. And the problem is, it's not enough men and it's too many women. So men treat women, they treat women that way. But the problem is, you have to find the value in the woman. Like there's value in all women. But you have to, like, if I want to be with a woman because I want to be with a woman that treats me a certain way, or I want to be with a woman that got a nice ass, or whatever the case may be, I have those options. Women don't really have those options. That's the problem. The market is oversaturated, bro, with women.
Well, then
It's 5 to 1 every woman.
That means that they should have more options. And
Well,
so-
that's why they
and so-
go the other way.
And so, just because there's less men, that mean that
I know, I'm trying so hard not to.
Just because there's less men,
I'm
that
trying
means
so hard.
that
What up, G-Lo?
they have a different pool to pick from. And so now, with that said, to touch on when Andre talked about music, and this was going on since Stone Ages. I mean, you used to see captions of where this caveman to go grab the cave woman by her hair and be dragging her out the cave. And they published and they put this image out there where the man was dominant over the woman. This is not nothing new. This ain't just some new age madness that some black dudes seen in a rap video and then reacted it out in the world.
So you telling me these
say
fucking
it's
18-year-old kids
I'm telling you.
looked at a caveman video?
No, what you
gotta stop
talking
doing this
about?
shit, bro.
What you talking about is that you trying
No,
to
he
act like
just
that
saying
the
it's been
imagery of men
What's up,
dominating
Tubby?
women hasn't been around. You have to stop acting like you never
But
seen
what does an
this.
18-year-old boy have to do with a
Because
caveman video?
they trying to tie it to rap and TV.
Well, that's
this was
different.
going on
That's
before
different.
there was rap.
I
and
understand
TV.
that, but if,
And
That's
then
what
you
I'm
did
saying.
say that it's been happening for the last 15 years. And
This been around
It's been around.
since the
150,
cave
2000.
days.
Yeah, you're right. It's been since
That's
the
all I'm
patriarchy.
saying.
All
That
I'm
this
saying
ain't
is-
nothing
ever
new.
since
all I'm
it's been
saying
a
is,
patriarchy.
I don't know why
you
trying
was
to act
almost
like-
this close to not going to BC, and I was like,
You
I was
said-
proud of
you
him.
said-
I was
you
proud
said
of
it.
him
To do who?
to go to BC. I was like, he's doing it. Good job. Then that nigga hit us with no, but this big cave man.
Ever since it's been
Every
a patriarchy, shit like this been happening.
Okay.
Period. But we can't act like times before that it wasn't happening.
Right.
It's never
That's all
too
I'm
late
saying.
to
No,
change
but-
it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it
But
right.
Now, say if that role would reverse and y'all seen a woman jump up. Have you ever fought a man?
No.
I have.
You have? You know what I'm saying? And
You fought
so,
a man before?
You were there.
You mama and me.
Oh yeah. Well,
And so-
well, that's different.
and so,
That's different.
I never.
if you have, there are
I've never,
You never fought a man for
romantical
rejection?
person.
that
I've never fought
that ideology is
Man.
always
Like that.
there.
Andre,
It's
don't be
always
hating on the
there.
Lynch, man. Don't be.
What'd he say?
He said something about Brother Lynch.
Oh, when he played, hey, get that baby. I got him last time. Hey, look, you get that motherfucking baby right now because you where the baby got to go.
Man, Lynch, my guy. We
That's
ain't about
my
to be
guy.
bashing Lynch right
That's
now.
my guy.
man. Anyway,
So,
go ahead.
I felt like we touched on that topic. That was actually a random topic, the topic that we came up with.
Okay.
All right. So I'm mad I don't have the graphic for it, but if anybody follows the Smartest Dumb People, we posted the imagery earlier today, probably about an hour before we started. So let's do it. So it was a meme going around saying that women standards are too high. That's why they can't find a man. And I'm gonna speak for I can't speak for women like LB say, but I can speak for the women in my life, and I feel like it has nothing to do with that at all. It has something to do with like I don't even gonna say it because me and LB gonna be arguing the whole night after the show. He gonna call me. We gonna
No,
hang
no,
up.
no,
Listen,
start there.
listen.
Hey, man, you on the clock.
These motherfuckers,
No, man, you wasting
these
my
motherfuckers
time,
ain't
nigga.
shit, dog.
Yeah.
So like even like I'm being honest with you, like I said, I know men that are shit. So when I see people that aren't, I call it like I see it. Like I said, I know this man is gonna take care of his woman and take care of his responsibility. I know you're gonna do the same thing. I don't fuck with niggas that move a certain way. Like I don't like scumbag niggas. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing about how a man move. It's how they treat women. I treat every woman in my life, like from bosses to store clerks to like I just treat women with a certain type of respect.
So is adultery tied into that scumbagness? Fornication?
I know some men that commit adultery that are great men.
Okay.
Was
King
your woman saying
Solomon.
the same thing?
King
Right.
Solomon.
No, the
is
woman,
one of them.
no
One of the
woman would never
greatest
say the
men
same
that-
thing.
one of the
I know some
smartest
men that
that
committed
they ever seen walk the
adultery.
earth.
Shit. I could say this. I could speak on. I ain't gonna even say it.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I can answer.
I was gonna speak on
I can
I was gonna
answer
speak
as a
on
woman.
my parents.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
parents. When my father's a great guy, but he
But you act, but, and not about that, but these women be adult just as scandalous, just as adulterous. These men got to sleep with somebody. All these women pretending like they everybody a good woman. I haven't met a woman who ain't said that they're a good woman. Haven't in my life. I remember I did a poll at work one day. We was all sitting around, probably like 10 women. I asked these women, "You're a good woman?" All 10 of them said yes. That means that's 100%. Like I told them, 5 of y'all are lying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
Hey, Andre,
No,
I agree with you.
wait,
Ain't nothing wrong with having standards and expectations.
Hold on
Go
a
ahead,
second.
Susan.
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. Hold on, because those 10 women may be good women. They just might not be good for you, but they damn sure could be good for somebody else.
Yes.
Well,
So
Yeah,
that doesn't
I do want
do
to say, when you are in a relationship and you feel like you're being taken advantage of, you do pull back a lot.
Yes.
So
That go both ways, though.
There you
But
go.
I'm
Of
just
course.
saying, the woman could be a good woman. Seriously, and so many things is coming her way. Let's say I dated, and there's a lot of issues, so I pulled away. In their eyes, I probably no longer am a good woman. But that
Come
doesn't
on,
mean
y'all
that I'm
making
not.
this too complex. If it's 10
No, it's
women,
really not.
if you're talking to 10
It's really
women,
not
we're
complex.
talking to 10
Five
women,
is too many.
there's not going to be no 100%.
right. Nothing's
Okay.
100%.
That's why I say it's not right for you. They
I
might
can't
be right
agree
for
with that.
somebody
Hey, we
else.
gotta
Are
give
you
everybody a
a
chance.
good
Hey, we
man?
gotta give
So you
everybody a
saying
chance.
that,
And
I
I'm-
understand that too, because a
Are you a
crackhead
good
could be
man?
good for
Yeah.
another
Are you a
crackhead.
good
I get
man?
that.
One at a time.
Yeah, are you a good man?
Are you
Are you a
a
good
Now,
man?
I'm a
Are
good.
you a
I'm
good
everybody
Everybody
gonna
gonna say
That's
that.
100%.
Everybody gonna say they good.
Hold on. But hold on.
100%
We ain't
on
getting-
something.
wait,
We ain't getting into
Y'all gotta let,
specifics,
y'all
though.
gotta let everybody
We ain't
talk.
getting-
All
hold on.
three, you said
Hold
y'all
on.
good men.
Hey, hold on.
All three, that's a lot.
I'm a good.
Nobody's
sis,
100%.
Sis, y'all gotta
Hold
let.
on. Now I'm a good man. Do that
That's-
mean
that
that? Do
fucks
that
up the
mean
audio
that
when everybody
I'm a
talks
good
like that.
mate? Do it means I've been a perfect mate? Do it means that I have not done
Hey,
shit
like
and
Lester
creeped
said,
off?
you can't judge
That's
yourself.
You can say the same thing for the two, 10 women you were
being,
with.
being the
What up,
man,
Mark?
but then the women base their goodness on
I agree with Les.
the men
I
base
agree.
their goodness on this fake ideology of that they don't sleep with other men. You know how many women that I know that got husbands and boyfriends that sleep with men,
Yeah.
thousands. You know how many friends? You know what I'm saying? This is you know how many men been killed
Get you right.
by other men because they woman was sleeping with another millions.
Right.
But it's the woman that always try to act like it's the man that's the dog.
They do try to
When
uphold
I
that
never
image,
met a faithful woman in my life.
Oh my
But I
God.
will say this. I will say this. Though. I will say this. You know me. I'm gonna get technical with it.
Uh-huh.
So it's
kind
the
of
whole
woman you hanging
fact.
around?
It's the whole fact of how
None in
you
my
grow
life.
up. So when you grow up, the man is taught to chase that testosterone.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? Be masculine.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong if you chasing a little couple girls when you're 10 and 11 years old. A woman is taught all the way up till I don't know what age.
Lie.
Don't look like no hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be out
That's
there
facts.
being fast.
Right.
That's facts.
So they always have this
I feel that
image to uphold. You know what I'm saying? It's always this image they got to uphold. We don't have to uphold no image.
Right.
You can
Matter
do
of
some foul
fact,
shit as a
Because
nigga.
the
And
more
we will make each
The
other.
more
That's
women,
why
the
y'all
cooler
feel
you
so
are.
the
much.
more women the man got,
You say that again?
That's why y'all think so highly of yourselves.
the more men,
Y'all
the
not
more
held to
women that
account
a
like
man
women are
got.
held to
But
account.
go ahead,
I
go
can't
ahead,
knock
and
that. I
unpack.
can't
Go
knock
ahead,
that.
we gotta let the
Because
ladies
no,
talk.
seriously, because if you're gonna say that all these women saying that they're good women can't all be good women, but you all can say here that y'all all are good men. What you define as good may not be
What-
what
all
they
right,
define
so
as
we
good.
gotta ask-
Everybody has their own ideas of what
But
makes them
This
good.
is y'all people.
I
We gotta
agree.
act. We gotta answer Peter's question, and everybody get a chance to answer it. Peter, she said, "What defines a good man?" So let's leave this to the good man in the room.
Shit.
To me, what defines a good man is family first. His woman and his children and his mother and his sisters come first. Everything after that is bullshit to me. And I always make sure,
Absolutely.
and I always make sure that the people that I love, the women that I love in my life, is taken care of first. Man, I didn't sacrifice so much shit I won't even expose on video. Just know that I come with the cost that I know for a fact that I'm a good man. Because I put everybody else's feelings before I put my own feelings first. And this is a fact. That's just me.
And he sound like me. I treat every woman like she's either my auntie, my mom, my cousin, my grandma. Until she shows me otherwise. Now she shows me otherwise, I ain't gonna treat you no worse. I just ain't gonna mess with you like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really. You're not gonna be in my circle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna actually put you in a position of where you can benefit off of it. But for the most part, I think women should be treated on a higher scale.
Didn't men.
But
But
I know that
they
you're
don't
one
wanna
that
be
will
up
come
there.
with this. With
They don't
the-
want to be up there.
There's a lot of, and it's on both sides. There's a lot of scumbag women,
Shout
a lot
to
of
Elijah.
scumbag men. Period.
And
You
so-
know what I mean? There's a lot of women that don't deserve to be treated like that. A lot of men don't deserve to be treated like
Brandy
that.
said these hoes don't care about no image.
My
Who said that?
me.
Brandy in there.
Top fan Brandy said
I think
these hoes.
Ebony took her spot.
Ebony
took her
Ebony
spot.
did take the top fan
Ebony
spot.
took the
It
top
was
spot.
Paige and Niecy
Yeah, Ebony
and
took the
Brandy.
spot.
Ebony, you been
Hey,
going
man,
hard.
Hey, man,
Ebony,
hey,
you
man,
been going hard.
hey, man, we gotta get her a shirt.
Hey,
We
Man.
gotta get her a shirt.
And a bracelet.
Yeah.
Shoot us your size. We gotta get you a
Yeah, we
shirt.
gotta get
'Cause
you one.
you stay in here, you
Yeah.
stay sharing, you stay communicating. Shout out to Ebony. You are definitely one of the top fans, but ain't nothing like Brandy though. Brandy, we love you. Brandy, we love you. She been with us day one.
Yeah, she's the first top block.
She-
You know what I'm saying? But
and
now-
one of our top fans is on the show, so
And so now with that,
Most definitely.
with me being a good man, a woman is not even associated with that. You know what I'm saying?
so you said a woman don't make a good man?
No.
Okay,
You
explain.
know what I'm saying? Because a good man is someone that you won't catch me out here stealing. You won't catch me out here robbing. You won't catch me out here doing no bunch of no wild, vile shit. You know what I'm saying? Lying. My word is my word. My niggas who I fuck with know that they can put they can slap some money down.
Hold on.
Go
We
ahead.
gotta make a separation on between a good person and then a good man or
Yeah.
woman.
Well, because
I don't
well,
think that.
I'm-
I don't
because
think
I'm a-
that we can actually judge that for ourselves. It's just like you can't really judge yourself.
I agree with
like
Lester.
said.
I agree with
But
Lester.
what happens is that when men start basing their manhood
On how
on
I hear you
how
saying,
women,
yeah,
that's
I get you.
when
Right.
that's when the adulterous behavior comes in. That's when these motherfuckers start trying to fuck with all kind of women because they're basing their manhood on on what a woman think. I don't base my manhood on what a woman think. I can give a fuck.
We know that,
less.
Leland. You
I can
6
give-
months now.
I
you
can
just
give a
said
fuck less about a woman think. So my
I feel the
manhood.
same way about men for myself.
My
I don't,
man,
I don't care what a man
and
thinks about me. I know
every
who I am.
individual, and that's why you have the word peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? If a
Elijah
man,
said morals make a good man. I agree, Elijah,
Yes,
100%.
I agree with
And that's what I'm
Elijah.
saying. At the
And he
end
got
of the
my son
day,
named
we
too.
keep
They got- okay.
By us
He
even
from
saying
Fathers.
good
We
man
all-
or
y'all
good
would know
woman,
him,
at the end of the day, I think you just want to be
Well,
a
you
good
would-
a
person.
decent person.
You ain't a
You know what I'm
Fathers.
saying?
But-
Period.
I
but
actually am.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Infidelity
Project
is an
Infinite.
When you
issue.
start saying good man and good woman, a woman gonna say shit. Good man gonna pay my shit. He gonna pay my
Yeah.
bills. He got money.
Yeah, that's
he
the
got
wrong
this,
See,
he got
mentality to
that's
have,
because
though.
we all
So
have
you
different
start- I mean, I know,
different
but I'm saying
definitions
a lot
of
of-
what
No,
it
yeah,
is
but
to
that's
us.
the
But-
real one.
I think-
That narrative is pushed on women. I done heard my mom tell my sisters, "Why you fucking with that nigga? He
Yeah.
can't do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Why you fucking with that
But
nigga? He
they
can't do
trying to
nothing
look
for
out
you."
for their future. So
Well,
you
well,
can't. It's a
As a
Now,
man-
as older, I understand.
As a man though, if
Who I
I'm,
had a
I'm about to let you
conversation
talk,
with
sis.
about that.
As a man,
Go ahead.
you have to be able to offer more than sex.
Yeah.
And I'm being honest with you, bro. I
That's
don't
what you're
listen.
getting in return.
Listen, I don't.
Fair exchange ain't
I
no
don't-
robbery.
I don't care about.
When have ever fair exchange become a robbery?
Hello?
If I'm offering, I'm offering.
I don't care about
Shit.
sex. Sex
Excuse
is
me.
the last thing I
I
care
say
about.
I'm way more
Excuse-
attracted to an
excuse
intelligent
me.
conversation than
Excuse
I am.
me.
I was gonna say,
I
it's
want the
beyond
same
that.
thing. I'm
Yeah.
giving out the same thing I'm getting in return. And all you getting is poo nanny. That's the only thing we can base this off.
Like for me, 'cause
That's the only thing we can base this off.
What if she
But go
bring
ahead.
you lunch? Should you bring her lunch?
Yeah.
and I was gonna say, so
Yeah.
it's the little things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
to pay my bills,
Yeah.
take care of my kids. I can do it by myself.
It's the thought
It's-
that counts.
Yes, it's just having somebody to confide in, have conversations with. You know,
Yeah.
go
Okay,
to
sis.
do things with. It
Yeah.
Okay,
doesn't matter
sis.
Exactly.
about you paying my bills because I can do it by myself.
Exactly.
It's just companionship.
Exactly.
Well,
you
that
know?
well,
Companionship.
another thing is you are a product of misunderstanding. So, and then that becomes stuck and embedded in your brain to the
Well-
point where you don't feel like you need a man. You need a man.
No, okay, but listen, dude.
Would you go-
Let's say I was in a relationship, right, and I depend on
I
this
gotta
man for
say something.
everything, right? Everything to pay my bills, to take care of my kid. He leaves me, then I'm stuck with
Then
what?
she
Looking
has
like
nothing.
food.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ain't
Women
no
have
sex
to
ain't- so
be
sex ain't
independent
your- ain't
because
your-
you
I'm
don't
not
go
talking about
wrong.
sex with
Hold on, but y'all saying sex, y'all keep saying that.
I wanna
Would
talk
you-
about
Would
sex.
you fuck with a man with no penis?
If he can provide companionship, there's dildos.
So,
Come on, man.
Hey,
No,
we
but-
gotta still
see,
Hey, see, you gotta keep it PG. It's my sister.
See what I got?
Hold on, women
Gotta upload that image.
I don't want to hear it. We gotta keep sex. Hey,
Ain't no cats in the doghouse.
There's other ways.
There are
If you
definitely
have
other ways.
You guys can do.
I think you guys forget that when it
You
comes
need
to
a man,
sex,
not
we
need
know
or
that a
want.
majority of women are hitting
Hey,
so mind of their own,
Trav
not
said-
from having sex with men.
Trav said need or want a man. We all
Right,
need
right,
companionship.
right.
Yes.
We all
There's a
need
difference between a need and a want.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That don't mean I need a woman,
But-
but I can have several, plenty of women.
but-
Now make no decision.
That nigga conversation must be goddamn platinum gold diamond.
Hey,
He ain't gotta come on.
Hey, man, you got some- hey,
literally just
but you got- you got- hey,
If he ain't
you got some
playing,
pimps out here.
if he
You
ain't
got some
playing
pimps
no
out
pipe,
here.
he can get away with that at
You
all.
got some pimps out here that don't sleep
All
with
right,
their
no
women.
sex.
All right, so let's hear what you gotta say.
I don't know.
There's some pimps out here that don't sleep
I'm
with
just
their women.
saying, there's other ways
Man,
to,
that's pimping though.
but there's other ways
That's a money situation going. You know if it ain't that, it gotta
We
be
gotta
a
let
money.
her. Gotta let her
I'm
get
sorry, I
that.
didn't mean to distract you.
We gotta let the lady get her
There's
comment.
other ways to sexually stimulate somebody. There's oral sex. Not
Ah,
trying
turkey!
to be gross.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, I will shut this motherfucker off if y'all start talking about oral sex.
he brought it up. He brought it up.
We're not talking about
Our
sex.
women.
You brought up sex.
See, hey,
You want to talking about?
you must be talking about.
These are my sisters, man. We're not talking about oral sex. None of that
I'm not
shit.
worried about
man.
sex from no
I don't want to
woman.
discuss
You-
that, but
you-
all I'm
you
just
run.
saying in general is that women have no problem satisfying themselves.
That's
They do
all.
not need a man.
Oh,
They do
I
just
hear
fine
that.
satisfying themselves.
Listen, I know.
Isn't there other topic?
I know lesbians. Hold on,
Right,
I know
right.
lesbians. That's lesbians that still want the natural feel of a man.
Then they're not real lesbians.
And shit, I won't give it. That thing heat up
All them
just like
children,
every
five,
other
six
thing.
children
Just
that
like
they
all the
gave
other
birth to.
women box.
What was our other
That
topic?
box get hot.
Yeah, what is
Just
it?
like
What
the
is it?
just the
I'm not
box
talking-
get hot.
I'm not. I know
For
what you're
my
saying,
own
just
for my
that-
own mental,
but
I'm
it's-
not because I do not want to get
But
mentally
we're
sick
supposed
over
to be
this
talking
conversation.
about why a lot of women are single.
All right, so let's talk about that. Fuck the sex. Leave sex out of it. Sex and reproduction is our true relationship.
I gotta agree. Les.
I was
Nobody
here-
want to talk
I was
about
here-
it. Yeah, it's a whole lot
I
of
was here to
conversation
be
and stuff going on. But
right. I was here to be
just-
fruitful.
Man, and multiply. And-
What else did you get from the Bible? What else you get from the Bible? That's it, huh?
Hey,
That's it.
Plant your seed in fertile soil, huh?
I was here to be fruitful.
man.
Hey man, it's
I don't know what you niggas came to do, but I came to dance.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
so what does the Bible say about adultery?
I came to dance.
Since being fruitful is not something you got out the Bible.
The adultery is when a man sleeps with another man's wife. A man can have multiple wives. King Solomon,
Facts.
which that they considered the smartest man in the world, had 30, 40 wives. One man and one woman is something make believe, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
But then
Well then, yeah, I have. But
Okay.
but you know, David. You know what I'm saying? He slept with his homeboy, old lady, and sent him off to war, hoping that he died because he got her pregnant. But he didn't die and came back and was sitting on his step. And David was like, "Damn, what the fuck I'm gonna do now?" David that killed Goliath. That, just in case y'all don't know, he was sleeping with his homeboy wife. He sent his homeboy off to war, hoping that he'd get killed. He didn't get killed. He came back, and David was like, "What the fuck I'm gonna do?"
so
I got my homeboy wife pregnant.
My point was you can't take
You know what
one
I'm
part of
saying?
the Bible and just be like, that's it, let me go with that.
No.
There's other things that you have to also take from the Bible. And
Well, yeah, well, there's
I mean,
a lot,
that's the
but there's a
logic
lot.
of
well, we're not. I don't want to
You
talk
can't
about
pick
Bible
and choose
talk.
what's
Pop culture.
You have to
Ashanti's
read the
verse.
Bible.
Ashanti and
Because
Keisha
it's
Cole.
just not about Jesus and some
All right,
water
so-
and some bread and coming back. I know what the
We got
fuck
two
is
more
about.
topics. All right, so
They
I
both
want
speak.
closing remarks from everybody.
Closing remarks from time is it?
No, I'm talking about on this topic, Leo.
Oh, okay.
Why are women why are the
You
modern
never
day
really
women so
even touched
single?
on it, did we?
Well, you start talking about King Solomon and David, and
Because he asked me a question.
I understand.
I understand.
All right, so can we have our closing remarks on why? And you can keep it to a little paragraph here. Why
Well, you
are
go
women?
ahead.
No, why
'Cause
are
you been
modern
running
day
over the
women?
clock lately.
Man, that's my job. I'm clock watcher. That's my
But
job.
I've been watching you overrun it. But go ahead,
You're a
sir.
motherfucking lie.
Shit.
All right, back to you.
No,
LV.
go ahead.
No, you're not
I
gonna
just got
fucking
done
put
talking.
LV. Say,
I just got
do
done
you-
talking. I
What's
wanna
the
hear what
main
they say.
reason?
Why don't you
What's
talk? You
the
haven't
no
really
TV.
said
No,
anything.
TV.
Go
Don't do that.
TV. Go TV.
We're gonna Leland. We're
I'm
talking to you.
passing my turn.
All right, so you don't want to turn. All right, so I go to you. TV. Why are modern day women single, more single than in relationships in 2021? And
So are we just talking about all women, or are we talking about
In general.
modern day women. Modern
modern
day.
day women? No
'Cause
race. No
I feel like older women are already married and got the same man they've been with for 20, 30 years. I'm talking about modern day women. Why are they so single? And like I said, just make it a closing remark to what you really feel like it is. And we ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Like we just gonna get everybody's opinion on what they think it is.
I just think that throughout the generations, this last couple generations, they have really got it bad on the fact that we don't know. Well, and I'll put myself in that boat with them. We don't know how to treat each other.
I agree 1,000%.
Period. We just flat out don't know how to treat each other, and because for both sexes they not being treated right, they rather be single. And the man
I
can just
agree.
run around, and then the woman will just
Well,
be like, "Shit, I ain't about to be fucking around." So
I personally feel like social media ruin new relationships. And what I mean by that is a woman options are so far stretched, she will fucking be at Applebee's hugged up with a motherfucker, kissing and hugging. 2 days later, twerk video on TikTok because they broke up. And that's simple and plain. And these niggas be gassing her up, gassing these women up to make them feel like. And I want to say this before we're about to close this topic out. A lot of men gas these women up with one goal, and that's just to fuck. And I try to explain this to women. Like when I was young, me and my friends used to make bets and laugh. I bet you I'll fuck her. And I used to go home. Guess what? She said, like, guess what? Like that's what we did, and they still doing it. The only difference is now social media made it easier to do for these younger cats.
I had some women bet on me before. I ain't gonna lie. When I found out about it, I was like,
I'm appalled.
can't believe y'all did me like that.
I might have one or two of those.
All right,
that
so
truly believe that.
So, sis, what's your closing remark on the why are modern day women, the women in 2021, why are they single? So we want to move to the
I
next
have a
topic.
good idea as to why, because I am a modern day woman who is single, and I do that by
But you're
choice.
from 80s though. You're
But
the 80s,
I'm
baby.
still considered a modern day woman.
Yeah.
But I choose to stay single, and it mainly has to do with a lot that we talked about already. You already said the pickings are slim, and then the fact that we have the violence, and the fact that people might be making bets on me. I'd rather be alone than to deal with all of this. I'd rather be alone.
All right, sis, what you got to say? Make sure y'all check out the Cocktails with the T's and the J's podcast. What you got to say, sis?
man.
I mean, I completely agree with TV and Niecy. I mean, the choice is ours. You know, we don't want to deal with all that.
I know I seen your last dude. I know.
He was your friend.
That nigga's ugly. That nigga
Wow.
ugly. All right, I want to say,
Yeah.
I'm talking shit. I'll just fuck with my little sister. I'll fuck with my little sister. She said she agreed with TV and
okay.
DC. So,
Well, hold on. Well, I'm just going to say this.
now you got an opinion.
Women want to be men.
What? No.
That's it.
Women
They
want to
and they're not wrong with wanting the same thing that men been having for decades.
What do you mean by
You know
women
what I'm
want to be
saying?
men? How?
What men been having.
See, this is
And
why
been able-
Leland
and
is
men-
starting the conversation back up. That's why I wanted Leland to speak first.
Being able to roam around society with a license to do whatever the fuck he want to do, fuck as many women, do whatever, act like he is a tyrant in the authority over women. And I can understand that now in these days that the woman
We go
has
accept
been
it.
jealous of
But-
that. And now
Payback.
wants,
I
wants
can agree with you
to
on this
be
one
in
thing.
that same
Realm.
position,
But-
that same world that we lived in.
I got a
for
good.
years, and not us.
I'm
but-
agreeing with you somewhat. I got a good analysis on this.
What's up, Tree?
This is what I
Tree's in
realized.
the building.
This is what I realized. Women are not any. They're not submissive anymore, and that's what you were saying about
There's no
like
reason
they
why
want like
They want
they
to be a man.
Yeah, I agree with you somewhat.
We wanna
a
be- we
little
wanna
bit.
be
They're
ourselves.
not submissive anymore.
But when a man kick a woman ass,
that's
then
doing
he
all
wrong.
that stuff to us.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
don't legal to beat your hoe.
But when
Your
a
hoe.
man kick
like
a
that,
woman
yeah.
ass, then he wrong. But then when a woman to run
Right.
around and want to be on the same level, want the same privileges, want everything. When men are taught that, listen, this woman here, you have to protect
So we're supposed
her.
to stand
You
by
have,
and
you have
You're
to,
not gonna-
you have
women
to
ain't gonna
protect
submit to
her.
just
So
any
how can you
nobody.
protect a woman that don't want to get down?
But you
know what I'm
proving her,
saying?
you
You
can't
can't.
protect her. That's why she wants
You
to.
can't.
Women
Women
aren't
don't
women
wanna
aren't
get down.
submissive. And if we gonna be honest, and
Yeah.
this is honest to God truth, what I learned is in 2021, not many women
I agree,
take pride in
Brady.
being submissive.
Lead the women where she said, give a reason to be for us to
This
be
is Tree.
submissive. No, we're not
Low
gonna
key
be
Tree.
submissive.
Hold on.
Low key Tree should have been on the show tonight.
Hold on.
And there she goes. She said,
You don't have to lead and able to find you a woman that where y'all building together. You know what I'm saying? The woman wants to be
But-
the nigga.
but she said-
the
Peter
woman
said-
wants to be the nigga.
but-
I'm sorry.
Being
go ahead.
independent.
No, but
Hold on, let me
Peter-
get this out clean.
Okay,
Then I'll let
okay.
you go.
Yeah.
The woman wants to be the man so bad that she don't want to no longer be with the man. She wants to be that man. I didn't have conversations with women
we got-
where they will say that I can't wait to treat another man how this man treated me. You know what I'm saying? I have conversations with women that say that this man put me through something and this man put me up and how that man moved and treated me. I can't wait to get
Well,
in another relationship.
that's a-
y'all friend Peter said,
Why you
and
keep? Why you keep significant?
because I'm saying, like, I'm trying to let y'all know she's in here, she's watching.
Right.
Y'all people, Peter said, I don't know if she's yours or TV. All right, so I'm saying, but I'm letting people know that she's watching and she's your
Yes,
people.
go ahead.
So anyway, she said, all right, so anyway, dog, like, can I say anything? right?
No, I'm just
All right.
saying.
So
why you-
anyway, Peter says, and this is the thing I'm about to say it, Peter, before I say what you said, because it annoys the fuck out of me. And I'm just being
Yes.
honest. She said, "Women will be submissive when a man is worth being submissive to."
Exactly.
That is the
Yeah,
fucking.
exactly.
That is
That's
the biggest
it.
lie that has
No,
ever been
no,
told.
that's it.
That is
That's
the
it.
biggest
That's it.
lie.
That's
Sorry,
it.
that is the biggest lie
We're
that
women.
has
We're
ever been
women.
told.
We know.
bro.
We're not
Either
gonna
you're submissive
dismiss
or you're
anybody.
not.
But here's
Either
the
you
thing,
respect the man or you don't.
Here go
There's
the
no
thing,
in
though.
between, bro.
That what one woman won't do, another woman
And I
will.
say that woman can have that shit.
And you know what I'm
she
saying?
can have it.
And so
she can have it. I
there
don't
are
want it.
countries
I don't want it.
that just like you go to countries and a Muslim woman don't want to wrap her head, none of the men will fuck with them.
And she
don't
probably
have no
would
choice.
want it that way.
And so
She probably would want it that way.
eventually,
My
if she
mama
wants to
here,
get in a
oh,
relationship,
God.
Mom is
she'll
right.
have to wrap her
Mom is
head.
right.
Mom
Mom,
think I
she
don't
said
know.
just because
See?
a woman is strong don't mean they want to be a man. That's right, Mom.
Well, that's why my mom didn't come because she's a part of the T's and the J's because she can't. My mama carry a pistol, and I didn't want her to have to
Salute,
shoot.
Mom.
I didn't want her to have to shoot LV the Great because I don't know about my mom is unpredictable, and I didn't want her to pull a pistol out on LV. So that's why my mom didn't come today. But she's a part of the T's and the J's. But listen, I don't like what Peter said though.
One part of all
So,
this,
TV, what do you
one
think,
part of
though?
all this is messed up is that we talk about all women, all men,
Yes.
like it's just
One
one
broad
group,
brush. Right,
like
okay.
it's one group.
Okay.
Well,
So he's talking about a group of women. Yes, there's women out there. They want to play basketball and every sport that a
Yeah.
man play, do everything that a man do, ride big rims and do things that men do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then there's other women
Oh,
that are, and that's why it was like a thin line for me on this anyway, because I'd agree with moms. Like, don't get me wrong, in a household that is successful from my family's point of view, don't go get it wrong. The man look like he running shit,
Right there.
But
he really
ain't.
a woman
Yeah, I
is
agree.
running
What-
everything that's going
well,
on.
it's
And that's
called-
in the household that I grew up
It's
in.
called makeup. The makeup is, yes, daddy. What you not daddy? Because I won't listen. That daddy shit is whack as fuck. So don't call me daddy.
Daddy,
Don't call me
like,
daddy.
I mean, I ain't gonna take the call me daddy.
Don't
but
call me daddy. But I'm saying like yes,
But
babe.
go ahead,
Like
go ahead.
yes, babe.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you want? In her head, this is what makes a woman submissive. like you said, a woman knows she runs the household, but the makeup is allow him to think he runs the household.
Let him build his self-esteem,
Yes,
confidence, and
yes,
get out there
and there's
with
people
chest
that
poked
does it.
out.
Like you act like you listening to me.
Right.
You're like, so
Right.
what kind of TV you want? I want a 55 inch.
Right.
And then she say, well, the 47 inches was on sale. I'm sorry, babe. I tried to get you the 55 inch, but the 47 inches is all we could afford.
Right.
Well, in his head, he's like, well, she tried.
Right.
She did it.
Right.
It's still
Right.
big.
Right.
It's still big.
Right. Stroke the
And,
ego a little
and
bit.
like
Right.
that's what submissive is. Submissive is just a makeup of what a man wants a woman.
Why y'all cry about submission? Sound like I want to be baby, like little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to be nurtured.
No, no,
We love being nurtured.
See,
I don't feel like tongue
A
wrestling.
woman shouldn't have to
That's
let
the
you do
point.
anything.
The point is, I think the submissive, when you say a trigger word like that, it triggers all type of different
Right.
thoughts in everybody's mind. I agree with he's saying. Just stroke the man ego a
I
little
don't-
bit. I wouldn't call it
Hey,
submissive
are you
though.
gonna stroke
I don't
her?
want.
Yeah,
I
the
don't.
woman's ego.
I don't feel like.
You know how we stroke our
Definitely.
ego? We say, damn, babe, you look good today. Damn, babe, thanks for making me a dinner. Damn, babe, thanks for taking the kid. That's how we stroke your ego. So don't make it sound like, no, matter of fact, we stroke your ego by going to get your car washed, get your car vacuumed out. There's men that stroke your egos in different ways than we act.
just don't
Men
feel-
like to be nurtured. That's it.
We got enough going on in the world. Last thing I need
So
to be
does-
going
so
home
do women.
tongue wrestling
With a
some
bulldog.
woman. You know what I'm saying? With straight
That
up
goes both
motherfucking
ways.
bulldog.
Everybody got a lot
Well,
going on.
because I don't agree with men that I never seen a man actually like that, but I do know that they do exist.
Right.
I never seen a man that needed the house clean when he got home
Or
and
need
food
his
on
plate
the
first.
plate and all that
Oh,
other shit.
what
Well, I
about
need
that?
my plate
I wanna
first.
be
Well,
fed
I
for
need
the
my
kids.
plate first because I paid for the shit. You know what I'm saying? And so if I provided the shit, don't give it to no kid.
The kids eat first.
And then the kid ain't got nothing on it.
They can't fend for themselves. They kids.
Yeah, they eat right after me.
Well, all right. So let's discuss
They don't
that
need
theory.
to feed.
So let's discuss
They
that
don't
theory.
need to
Do you
feed.
feel
They
like
ain't gonna
do
go
you feel like the
hungry.
man should eat first in your home?
Yes.
Hell no.
I disagree.
No, I think the kids should eat first.
Kids
Well,
eat first,
kids
baby.
And so, and
They
that's
can't
why, and
fend
those
for
are the
themselves.
same kids that turn around and everything that you do for them is ungratefulness. They have a sense of entitlement.
That can also
How
come in
can
your
you
house,
have a
too.
sense of entitlement for something you did not purchase?
I think our true top.
Hey man, look,
Women
See,
don't think
go
that
ahead,
way.
go
We
ahead,
buy the
go ahead,
food,
Chibi.
we provide the roof, and we feed our kids before
Yes.
we will starve so that our children will eat.
Yes.
But nobody has to starve enough food for everybody.
And this is my
No,
point.
seriously.
That's what I was about to say. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
no,
This is what I
Why
was about to
is it
say.
important that you gotta eat
I see
first?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
This shit, I didn't heard this conversation about 10 times. Look, the shit is drugged out because at the end of the day, we acting like the food about to run out
Right.
or something. Like, now I'm pretty sure if it's a man and a woman in that house, they done provided enough food for everybody there. So first come, first serve. Like, look, first come,
And so
first
that's
serve.
just
Like,
like-
don't get me wrong. It is morally right that you say, get the kids up here, let them sit down, let them eat, whatever. But if you know,
they're gonna eat.
my little
But
nigga
that
downstairs
works-
on the
but that
second, and he ain't
works
running
for
upstairs.
Ebony, what's horrible?
Yeah,
Ebony said this is horrible.
That's the same
What's
way.
horrible?
Hold on, that's
But
the
that
same
works for
way.
y'all
If
too.
we hold
Y'all know the food ain't gonna run
Hold on.
out. Y'all can eat.
She
That's
said
the same-
sometimes the food
Yeah.
will run
That's
out.
the same way. If we hold in court right
See,
here,
somebody
right?
said this got to be the illest nigga in Nebraska. He is.
Hold on.
Maxwell, he is. I'm telling you, this nigga sick.
Hold on,
man.
tell him
He's
out.
sick.
Hold on. That same way we hold in court here, right? Say it's 2 pieces of chicken in there. I'm
My
not gonna
sister's
go.
eating
I'm
first.
not gonna go eat
My
them.
sister's
I'm
eating
gonna.
before
I'm gonna
us.
offer
I
it to
wouldn't
the
even wanna
woman.
eat it if everybody
But
did.
if it's 10 pieces of chicken in there, I'm not gonna wait and go. Are you hungry yet? Have you ate yet?
Hey,
Is
Not even for
everything
your own
okay?
children?
I'm not gonna do that.
Not for your own children.
but
Listen,
look,
I'm gonna go eat, and then y'all go.
the
and
women,
then
the
if you wanna
women
make
of the
people pay-
past, the women of the past, because what he's saying is not nothing crazy, but it's just coming from a time where they did do that. That's not
Yeah.
this modern time. In the past, everybody didn't have to work a job. Inflation that kicked in,
Right.
so
True.
the man had
True.
went out, worked that job, came home, took care of them, of the woman and
And
the
that was
kids.
shout out to my dad. That's what my dad.
So
did.
as soon as that man got home, that woman made sure that he got that plate because he'd been there slaving all day.
How
But
would've-
I'm not gonna say that for any
But
Tom,
you
Dick,
think
and
she would've
Harry.
fed the kids?
Somebody
You
said,
would've
"Why
gone
can't
home,
family?" Heather said, "Why
I'm
can't
just
family
telling
eat at
you,
the
well,
same
no,
time?"
because they
That's
was
not
all
how it
eating
works.
at the table. What I'm saying is they used to eat at the table back then, and that woman would bring that man
His plate first.
I'm sorry, I had to.
And that wasn't because the man was telling her to.
And that's why there is a separation between the family,
Yeah.
the child. That same way we had the one question. Y'all remember the one question where they said if you had a choice between if your wife died or your child died. Y'all remember that?
And I said the child gotta die because it ain't even here yet.
I'm saying, and so I would choose my wife because we can make another child.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And so
But that
my
child is-
mentality isn't. But that's the same way. And not y'all. And I don't. And I'm just saying this generalized. You'll hear women running around referring to their male children as their man. And calling them
And
male
treat 'em like
children.
that.
Yeah,
And-
treat 'em like that.
and talking about
That's true.
that's my man, and I got the only man I need in my life,
But you know
and
what?
that's my
That's
man.
why they
And I
never
would
grow
never, I would never refer to my daughter as my woman. Period.
But you know
Point
what? That's
blank.
something in the mental.
In
Because
my
just like
life.
a woman, some women call, like we talking about earlier, their dude's daddy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't
I
agree with that
So is
shit.
that an emotional, mental illness of a woman? To
My
refer-
woman will never call me
Okay.
daddy. I don't want
I
to be
don't
called
do
that. Even if she
You don't
like,
do
can I
that?
call it? Hell no. I do not. I think because to me, I have a daughter, and my daughter calls me daddy, and I take pride in that. I can't have my woman calling me daddy. Call me
That's
babe,
weird.
boo,
I can't say that.
snuggles,
Hold on.
honey, boopy,
So
whatever.
what do
the fuck
y'all
you
feel?
want.
So what do you feel like when
Women
women
don't call women ma.
Yeah, I think I would never.
I say
call
ma.
daddy.
I say
think
ma
that's
when
weird.
I-
Well,
conversation.
so how do you feel about
You
women
ain't called a woman ma
that
before?
refer to
Yeah,
their
what's up,
sons
ma?
as
Yeah,
their
you ain't heard
that's
that?
how
You heard
what up,
the
ma?
movies?
What up, ma?
But that's not mom.
Come here, Shorty.
Jody is not daddy or ma. Hey, but we gotta go. We gotta switch topics.
Go ahead.
It's time. It's
Switch
time,
it
bro.
up. Okay,
It's
okay.
time. We have to discuss this. This is the topic that's gonna set this fucking table off, and I couldn't wait to get one of Turkey is a movie head too, but Nisi is a different type of movie head. Nisi watch movies, Turkey chill and play on her phone. So I'm about to say this. I'm about to say this. Last week, I spoke on.
Oh, yeah.
I got something else to add to the topic, but go ahead.
Good. Whoa.
Go ahead.
So
Wait,
do
wait,
that.
wait, we're gonna do it last.
Last
Okay.
week, I talked about Spike Lee's movie, The Skin I'm In. Thank God my sister is here. Thank God. And immediately, as I started talking about Spike Lee
I wish I could smoke.
and The Skin I'm In movie,
American Skin.
American Skin, and they immediately jumped to SpikeLee is a coon.
Who did?
Now,
When you say
Oh,
they, who?
okay.
y'all
so
both did.
No, you
Let me
wrong.
show you the
because
definition of
I-
this.
Hold on.
Definition
Hold
of
on. Time
coon.
out. What's this?
Definition of coon.
Oh, she put up facts on you.
Spike
What's the
Lee's
definition of a
Which
coon?
one?
There is a definition.
Read it.
Man, you know, that's a made up definition.
No, there
Read
is
the
a
definition.
definition. That's from
Which one
Michigan.
you
So we
have?
call
Look.
them chicks and guys.
Well,
White
Yes,
people.
Well, we said that. That's
Black
what you
people.
said.
Hold
That's
on,
what
time
you
out.
said last
Hold on,
week.
time
You
out.
said that last
This
week.
is an insulting term used by both races.
Yes.
But read the next one.
All
The
right,
next one.
but
When used by white, it translates to nigga.
Oh, so that's the secondary
Read the
term.
next one.
Read the next one.
A black
that's the-
person
that's
who
the
is
third
ignorant to white discrimination and unknowingly suffer with self-hatred.
Yes.
I can agree with that.
That's
all right, but
That's
I definitely
but
know a
listen,
lot of,
well,
I definitely
we
know
gonna
a
fix
lot
this.
of goons
We gonna-
that be like, I love everybody.
I'm gonna go with the first.
I love
I'm gonna go with the first
everybody.
definition.
Black me.
I love everybody.
I'm gonna go with the first
To the
definition.
hills, to the hilt, nigga.
All right, but listen.
To the
All right, TV. I want to say. I want to go, and then I'll let you go.
Brandy said, uh-oh.
Yeah, I
Go
want to
ahead.
go, and then I'll let you go, TV.
Go ahead.
And I felt bombarded because my two castmates
You lying.
attacked
Hold
me
on, time out. You
from
lying.
an angle I was not
Someone
ready
else-
for.
people
I
in
did
the
not know
comments-
you felt that way. I wouldn't have had that topic if I knew you felt that way, though, bro. And
But people in the comments said, Coon, I have told you numerous times now.
Your following said
that I don't feel like that's Spike
You
Lee's
guys
Coon.
following said
But I can
By
understand.
definition, Spike.
Did I tell
Oh,
you?
it's our following. Like
Yeah,
our following.
yeah,
Our following.
you know, got your own. LeBron James
No
got
wonder why he
followers.
kept, no wonder why he
Go
kept
ahead.
saying
You know
that
that,
shit all night.
right.
No wonder like
So
one of y'all
you
people,
outcasting me and my
one
people, right?
of y'all fans, one
They
of y'all
not,
people.
they not, they not, they not smart. They not
Thank
smart
you.
dumb
Okay.
people fans. They just my fans, right?
Well, they
Me
is.
and my fans is
They
out
is.
of line.
Yeah.
They out, we out of line, right?
All right, go ahead.
My fans,
You know what I mean?
if I'm being honest, my fans don't comment much besides Brandy,
Is
but
what I mean?
and Nisi. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go first.
Go
So
ahead.
anyway, I want to speak on the Spike Lee being a coon situation. It hurt my feelings when we randomly decided. Like I thought we was about to have a dope dialogue about how dope this fucking director was and this black
That's because
director.
that's how you feel about
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, so it caught me off guard, and I didn't know how to react to it. Dog, I thought about it for 3 days, and it just irked my skin to know that y'all think that way about the only black director besides John Singleton, R.I.P. John Singleton, that has literally done everything possible, and Ice Cube, that has done everything possible to not only educate black people on what they feel like is going on in Hollywood, but also hire black actors and also give black people jobs and made money. And like Spike Lee even came up with the director edition of you can donate
Kickstart.
to the Kickstart.
Yeah.
You can donate for these black directors to make movies and not have to depend on Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's done every angle.
Kickstart.
He's done every angle possible to like be for the culture, and that's what the problem is. This misinformation that we're giving out, and that to me, I have never heard of
Why
Spike
would
Lee
you
being a
say-
coon. I have never heard of Spike Lee being a coon
Because he's not.
until to that Tuesday.
Okay.
By
Go
definition,
ahead.
he's not.
Go ahead.
He's not a coon. A coon would be somebody like Jason Whitlock. That's a coon.
Who's Jason Whitlock?
The newscaster.
That's your definition. Of
Who-
No,
who's
that's
Jason
the
Whitlock?
actual definition
Who's
of a
Jason-
coon.
who's
It's the
Jason-
actual
Who's
definition.
Jason
No,
Whitlock?
you can't just make up what the word coon
No.
means.
Who's Jason Whitlock?
No,
Coon
you
was just
can't.
made
No,
up.
no, it was not.
Coon
Coon was
was-
from the olden days minstrel show.
Hold on,
They have a movie called Coon.
It's
of
a
black man shucking
it's
the giant in the
100-year
1920s.
term of something that was taken off of the end of the neck of a raccoon.
You can't scream.
They made up that word. They made up that word off a raccoon.
You can't just make up the
They
word.
made that word up off a
It has a
raccoon.
definition.
You can't scream.
Hold on.
They made up
There's
that
no
word.
tax
Y'all
in the
gotta talk.
doghouse.
It's always been a word.
No,
since-
it hasn't
yes,
always
it
been
has.
a word.
Yes,
No,
it
it
has.
hasn't. No, it hasn't.
I pulled up the definition. You just don't want to accept
Well,
it.
but pull up the origin of the word so we can
We
see
already
it was
did.
created.
I know what
Pull up the
coon came
origin
from.
of the
It
word
came
coon.
from the
But all right,
What
so
is the origin of the word coon?
besides the word coon, what gives
Defend.
you what gives
You
you
need defend.
your idea
Defend. Pull
of
up
why
coon.
Spike Lee is not for the culture?
Because again, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a Moorish American national. So therefore, me going into the deeper recesses of what's wrong with our people besides racism.
Uh-huh.
That's why me and her was having this back and forth last week over the fact that we worried about what people think
No,
about
it's
us
not even about
and not
that.
understanding that all this shit that's going on with us it deals with court. It deals with court issues. But people that haven't been to court think that, oh, we'll go to court, they just gonna do whatever they want to do. No, if you're going up under that status black. And because I know if you make so much money, then you have to be in these little handshake secret society Freemasons that he knows the truth about what's going on with us, but he continues to push this racism and this emotional hate for race. What?
I'm about to say he also
He is
Can I break
benefiting
down
off
his-
of our pain, just
can
like
I-
a lot of
Can
these
I break
people
down
are.
his movies? Real
I
quick?
don't. You don't need it. I've been around, man. Look.
So you
don't
telling me
need
do
to
the right
that.
thing ain't what we
It's,
deal with
it's
in 2021?
pushing racism, and racism is not our problem.
This movie
Even
was
though,
made in, like,
it's just like this
what-
whole
what
thing
year
with this
was it, like?
presidential
Do the
thing.
Right Thing was made
They
in,
didn't
like,
do nothing but push
89.
race. Nobody looked at the issues of what was really going on with this whole
So-
last 4-year president. It's just he's
All right,
racist.
but listen, as you talk about a black man, this is where TV, I have never called you out on anything. I'm gonna
Look,
call you out on
man,
something.
listen, it's
you
deeper
talking
than
about
what
Spike
you
Lee,
were
and
thinking
you trying to
about.
convince me that Trump
I
is
just
racist?
know what I'm trying to tell you is this here. Everybody racist. Everybody at this goddamn table have been racist is what I'm saying.
Never.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody at this table
Bro,
has
but
to
you
be
calling
racist
him-
at
you calling the
some
only black
goddamn
man-
point.
but you calling
He
the
ain't the
only-
only black man. There's a
The-
lot
the-
of black.
the-
I don't like Hollywood, period.
Okay.
Period. I don't get all off into Hollywood. No, it's not about being biased. It's about these people are in these societies that are pushing these agendas. We have been dealing with race for 100 years and we still at the same point.
But
And they
Trump-
use movies to push them agendas.
Of course.
That's what you think?
So the
Or- I
people,
know, you just
so
spit
the
it out.
people that's
No,
in Hollywood producing these movies, if they don't want the movie to come out because it's pushing a certain agenda, the movie won't come out. So if he's a movie producer, then he's going by an agenda of Hollywood.
He's a writer and a director.
Man,
But he's wrong for bringing awareness about his
he's
TV,
not pulling.
that's like you
he's not
creating a
pulling
movie.
Right, but
listen,
Spike
that's
Lee
like
didn't
so-
write that
So let's
movie.
go about like the term
Nate
coon.
Parker wrote that.
Let's go like with the term coon. But when I told y'all about the
Nate
term
Parker's the actor in
American,
it, right?
Yeah, he wrote it though.
Okay.
Too.
Okay. But TV, that's like you writing and
you just
directing.
forget everything I was just saying, huh? See, you
No.
did this shit last
No,
week. Look,
I'm
this is what I'm
listening
saying.
to you.
No, just listen.
All right. Okay. So,
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm listening.
When we were talking about the term American last week,
Okay.
1828 dictionary.
You talking
can
about?
go and
You
get
say
it.
you said
Let me just,
1828.
can you just let me finish what
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know
and
nothing
then you can say
past
what you're gonna say.
1900s.
That's your fucking fault.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, anyway, American. The definition says the copper-colored people that were here when the Europeans showed up, but now is applied to Caucasians born in America now. That tells you right there two different definitions.
So-
Meaning that definition now of Caucasians born now in America is the secondary definition. The first definition, meaning that wasn't always around.
All right.
So that first definition is the
Okay, can I
copper-colored
say?
people.
Can I say this? How old is Spike Lee? He's
Who cares?
56,
Probably 60,
57 years old.
60. You gotta be 60.
If you think Spike Lee directs a movie and is digesting some shit from
He
1826,
He
you're
is.
crazy.
He
Or-
is.
yeah, he's not.
Hold on, time out.
He talks
He
about
is.
modern stuff.
Hold on, time out.
Modern stuff.
Spike Lee
It's pop
when
culture.
you have listen, every,
Black pop
hold on,
culture.
time out.
Right.
Spike Lee,
I'm-
whether he researches it or not, he is around people that know the truth.
How?
Because there's the same way you're around us.
Before
that's talking this low level
Tory,
shit.
but before Tory,
The same way
what's
that
up?
the same way that
Before-
you're around us talking this low level shit. He around
Pop culture.
millionaires.
Talking about pop
and you
culture.
keep saying pop culture. Like, what the fuck is that?
Pop culture is relevant in
What is
society
that?
today.
What is it? What do it mean?
Modern.
Was popular
I'm with
at
you.
the
I'm
time.
with you,
Oh,
bro.
what the fuck
Popular
is
at
pop
the time.
culture?
No, but
It's
y'all,
pop
no, but,
culture.
Jeopardy.
but we have to speak on
Family
first.
Culture comes from the word cultivate, which means to grow. What the fuck is this culture? How does it making us grow?
But now, with that said, hold on.
By pushing
I'ma
emotional
give
hate
my
all the
opinion,
goddamn
and then I'ma
time,
let that
and not
get
get
there.
down to the
And I'ma
bottom
let
of the
that
damn
get there.
problem to where we can actually benefit.
I just
Well, you
didn't.
gotta get yours
I just didn't
in.
understand
Please,
the
sir.
cool. Like I was like,
You ain't gotta understand.
I
it.
thought
I just tried to
Spike
explain
Lee-
it to you, but you still don't get what we're
I don't
saying.
know how- I don't know how to
we just have
digest shit from-
agree to disagree.
I don't know how to digest
Yeah,
shit.
Don't make me seem
No,
like I'm
no,
stupid
no,
for calling
I
it
know.
cool.
No.
I could give a damn.
Yeah.
If I don't add
But
up
I'm
with the
saying
majority.
I don't
You
know how
see
to
what I'm saying?
digest shit from
That's
1886.
your problem. I'm trying